People have sometimes asked me, why is it that you're so passionate about South Africa? Is there something about South Africa that draws you? It seems so far away from Colorado, and yet there are so many similarities I've found. And most importantly, Southern Africa is really a treasure trove of flora. For botanists, it's really one of the great localities to go to. And the mountains of Southern Africa, the Drakensberg especially, are a hotspot of biodiversity. The greater Drakensberg Mountains have probably 7,000 taxa, which is almost twice as many as Colorado. But as you look at the meadows and all the wonderful shrubs, like this silver pea shrub, many of these plants have close relatives in the Northern Hemisphere. Others, like the red-hot pokers, have been popular garden plants for years, but this particular species, the Panayoti Kelaidis, was first introduced to horticulture probably here at Denver Botanic Gardens. The people of South Africa have a tremendous knowledge about their own plants. You can go onto farms, and the people in the countryside know the names of practically any plant you point out. The grasslands are very much like the Great Plains around Denver. You feel like many of the same species of grasses grow here. And as you get into the foothills and the higher mountains, you have a sense almost that you're at someplace like Crested Butte. The forests are not as present, and people have wondered, why is this area where trees grow beautifully in many of these valleys around the Drakensberg, aren't there any forests? And a lot of people think it's due to the fact that they've had so many large animals like elephants and rhinoceroses, and especially fires. Fire is a very important part of the ecology here. And for visitors like us, these vistas that you have at different times of the day, it's very much like visiting the high Rockies in the summertime. It's very cool and pleasant. The little daisies you find, the little ground covering ones, are extremely diverse and varied, just as they are in the Rocky Mountains. I would say that for Colorado, many of our best garden plants in the last 20 years have come from South Africa. Plant Select has 10 or more South African plants that have come in the last 20 years. What has kept me most intrigued as I go back to South Africa has been that every visit has revealed things that I never saw before. And in the course of my work there, we've actually found 5 plants that have turned out to be new to science. So it's an area that's still very new to botany. James Britannia.
James Britannia.
That one is James Britannia brevifolia, because there's